coming in for a landing in your body. Where else would you be? But calling all the selves, all the thoughts, all the ideas about life back into this moment, letting go of the past, letting go of the future, tuning into what it feels like to be in your own body right now, right here, right now. Um, there's a uh, really funny program on Netflix. It's a German series called Mindful Murders. And just all the things that they say, all the things that I say, it just cracks me up. Like it's really funny. Although it's on the darker side of funny, so maybe not funny for everyone. Um, but just the mind, like feel yourself in your body, feel your butt on the seat, feel your feet on the floor, connect to the earth, like all that kind of stuff is there. And it is funny, but it also works if we can bring ourselves to doing that. So we're actually going to start with some breath work. I am going to sit on a physio ball and you can stay standing or seated, whatever you want to do. We can do breath holds. Maybe we're going to do a little breath holds. If we're doing breath holds, ideally you want to be seated. Gonna be better to sit down because if we're doing breath holds, there is the slightest possibility that you could pass out. So don't do this if you're driving. Don't do this if you are near water that you might fall into and drown. Those are the super obvious things. So we'll just start with, just take a couple of just regular breaths. Inhale, lift, open up into the space. Exhale, slowing down, coming into your own awareness, into your body, into sensation, into the space that you're in right now, into your room. One more breath like that. Opening your chest and lungs, and then exhale, let it go. And before we go with the deeper breathing, let's just take a gander with your eyeballs around your space. Look at it without any kind of judgmental, like OCD need to fix and clean everything, but just with a locating yourself, orienting yourself, and giving your brainstem the information that you are safe enough to really participate in what you're doing right now. When we turn our head slowly, we take in the environment. This is how our million of year old ancestors would have looked around and said, "Oh, I'm okay. I can gather my herbs. I can do whatever the thing I'm doing." I don't know why gathering my herbs. Off we go with breaths. We're going to do a set of 15 up and down. I'm going to reach and then pull closed. Big deep breaths, equal activity on the inhale and the exhale. So we're working with the same kind of energy of drawing in and exhaling out. Then we're going to inhale, exhale one more time after 15, and we're going to do a short breath hold. We'll do this 3 times. And I'll just talk you through it. Here we go. One more big one. Inhale, big full breath in. Everything out. Inhale in. Hold and relax. Slow exhale with a hiss. Inhale and hold. Short breath hold. Relax, relax, relax. So just before we go on, when we're in those breath holds, your body might be going, "Oh my God, I need oxygen." And when in reality, we just need to offload CO2. That's what they say. Um, but what I want you to do is just imagine that you can feel the tension of wanting to breathe and you're just going to relax around it. If you really need to breathe, then by all means breathe. You don't need to do the breath hold for a super long time. You don't need to stress your body, but it's good to be able to voluntarily stress your body, knowing that you can breathe in whenever you want, so that you're learning to A, notice stress, B, be fairly relaxed with it and be able to make good decisions when crazy shit is happening. Here we go. Inhale, One more big one in. Everything out. Inhale in. Hold and relax. Slow exhale with a hiss. Inhale, short breath hold. If you want, you can engage your pelvic floor, engage your bandhas, engage Muli bandha, Mula bandha, Uddiyana bandha. There's another bandha, Ajna bandha. I'm probably saying it all wrong right now. Let it go. Bounce for a second, shake it out. Whatever tension is going on, just let it go. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Couple of nice even breaths. We're going to do one more set with maybe a longer breath hold. I'm not looking at timing for breath holds, and I'm also not going for, like, if we were doing this Wim Hof style, we would have really extended breath holds. But right now, we're not trying to stress the system that much. Here we go. Last set. This time we're going to arch and curl. So cat cow, or go with the arms if that feels good. Either one. One more big inhale. Exhale everything out. Inhale in and hold. Relax. Find your midline, lengthen it up. Let the outer body relax. It's easy, just relax. Slow hiss, exhale. Inhale, locks or no locks, outer body relaxing, inner body scooping up and in. And let it go. So that kind of breath work, you can do it on a daily basis. You can do it more than once. It's great, especially if you're not doing a bunch of cardiovascular stuff, it's good to have some kind of deeper breath practice so that the alveoli, and your little lung sacs are opening and closing bigger. Naturally, we take a big sigh about once every 5 minutes, where we just expand those little sacs that are taking in the oxygen. If we're looking at our screens, for some reason, we inhibit that breath hold if we're looking at a small screen. So if you're spending a lot of time on your screen, you are not getting that deep breath expansion that we need. So you may want to think about it, add bigger breaths, or see if you can notice what happens when you're looking at your screen. See if you can notice that breath inhibition. Let's do some circles with the shoulders, rib cage, lungs, and heart. I said we were going to use weights, so actually I want to start with those, and I'm actually going to go with heavier weights. You could be going with very light weights. I've got some 10-pound weights here that I'm going to use. You probably know what kind of weights you're going to do. We're going to do some lift releve with our feet pressing up and down. And with that, we're going to do let's go here. We're going to go press up and heels to the floor. Press it up, heels to the floor. Press it up, heels to the floor. 4, parallel legs, pressing straight up. 5, 6, 7, 8, pushing up. 9, with some weight. 10. And then coming down, we're going to bend our knees. 1, 2, parallel. 3, 4. If you don't have weights, don't worry about it. 5. Just work with your arms. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Coming in, let your arms hang, just shifting one shoulder down and then the other. Let it just easily drop, letting your head go off vertical. Side, side. Shoulders dropping down, arms dropping down. And then come into center, both shoulders to your ears, plie. Shoulders to your ears, plie. Up, it's a big shrug. Down, moving your scapula on your back. Up, down. Up, bend your knees. Up, down, up, and down. And then we're going to take it back up. One more set, just of 8 this time. Going 1, 2, pushing through the ceiling, releve. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Coming down. 1, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Bring it in. Circles with your shoulders. Other way. Good. And that's it. Putting your weights down. We're going to do the circles around our body with a weight. So I'm going to use my weighted ball, but not yet. Taking it down to the floor. Sitting on your butt. Cross-legged position. Coming into for a landing on the ground. Yay! We have a planet to sit on. Open your arms outside side. Stretching it over, letting your head go off vertical. Nice C curve. And then we're going to circle the whole way around. Take it to the side, forward, to the side, open it up. Side stretch, forward, side, and open. Side stretch. Head reaching away from your tail, circling around, and open. Side stretch, forward, side, and open. Let's take a quick spiral in one direction, spiral the other direction. Just take it forward and down, soften, relax. Drop your head weight, turn your head gently from side to side if you can, if that feels okay. And then come up and switch it to the other leg, non-dominant leg in front. And we're going to change the exercise slightly. We're going to take it to the side. And from here, you're going to exhale, curling towards your knee, and then inhale, arch and spiral toward the ceiling. Exhale, towards your knee. Inhale, open it up. Imagine this coming from the deep breath of your body. So like the breath support, core support, underlying the movement. Billowing up and open, and then down towards your leg. And you're going to take it forward. Take it all the way down the middle. Let your head release. Shift a little bit from side to side, snaking through the spine from your tail to your head. Free flow or free up the flow in your body. And then roll it up. Open your arms to the other side. Side stretch. Exhale forward. Inhale. Use the breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Next one takes you down to the floor in front of you. Side to side, shifting from side to side. Free up your spine, head-tail connection. Releasing, letting those discs readjust themselves between your vertebrae for maximal health. And then roll it up through your spine. And let's take a quick spiral in each direction again. Spiral one way, look around behind you, spiral the other way, and come in, rubbing your hands together. We're just going to do this little eye exercise really quick. Cupping your hands. If you need to change your leg position, if this is uncomfortable, just sit, stand, lay down, do whatever you want to do. Get out of the uncomfortable position. But if you are, I'm just going to do this here because it's easy for me to show myself to the computer. Cup the hands over your eyes. Now, from here on, keep them cupped. You don't need to see what I'm doing. Close your eyes. Imagine that your eyes are retreating back in your head, moving into the back space. In that back space, very gently, imagine that they are floating. And there's just a little teeny bit of looking from side to side with the eyes, just a little bit, like maybe like 30 degrees of side to sideness, maybe 40, 45 at the max. Floating in there, really easy and light. And then a little bit of up and downness. Again, not your maximum range of motion, just a little bit. So they're floating gently in there, easy, easy. Not a massive range of motion, very gentle. Then we'll take it on the diagonal, high right to low left, just letting the eyeballs float, not the full range of motion, just a little bit. Easy in your body. Relaxing it, not stressing it. And then the other diagonal, high left to low right, but it's really not going that high. It's just a little bit of movement on those diagonals. And then stop moving it. Imagine that your eyes are just floating in your head. Let the weight of the eyeballs drop downward and backward. And then remove your hands, shake it out. And let's take it all the way down onto your back on the floor. So with the weights, if you don't have any weights at home, or if you only have a few weights that are low, maybe get a few heavier weights. Like I think we often think as we age, we're just losing our ability to do things and it's only going backwards, but that is not the way it has to be. You don't want to challenge yourself so much that you injure yourself, but you want to push the challenge level up a little bit so that you are keeping the tissues, the bones, everything a little bit challenged. Not so much that it's totally knocking you out, but enough that there's some work happening side to side with the knees. It's a fine balance to find out how much like recuperation we need, how much exertion, and how much weight we should be using. And not the same every day. We want to have a diversity of exercises, diversity of possibilities for our body. But also sometimes we want to push it harder, and sometimes we want to be easier and gentler. Crossing over if that feels good, taking your leg across very gently, just reaching. It doesn't have to be with a straight leg. Massaging out your back. If this hurts to twist, take your upper body with it, right? Still getting that massage, but not as much of a spiral. So working with what your body needs and really listening to it, because those things change, right? Day to day, every day is a different day in our bodies. Coming in, feet on the floor, hands down by your sides. Let's roll it up. So you're going to press into your feet. Feel your toes connected to the floor. Feel the weight of the ball of your foot and your heel and roll it up, curling up toward the ceiling. Push back, pushing so that your chest comes towards your chin, and then pull forward. Knees go away from your head and roll it down through your spine. When you roll all the way down, you're going to arch your back, creating space between under your waist. And then curl, roll it up vertebra by vertebra. You're going to inhale. As you push with your legs, exhale. Pull, roll it down through your spine. Inhale and arch. Exhale, curl. Roll it up through your spine. Inhale. Chest to chin, push. Exhale. Pull, roll it all the way down. At the bottom, inhale, arch your back. You probably can't really see it. Oh, can't see it that way either. Arching. Exhale, curl, roll it up. Inhale, push. Exhale, pull, roll it all the way down to the floor. Inhale, butt is on the floor. Stick out your chest, lift your waist off the floor. Exhale, curl, roll it up, vertebra by vertebra. Inhale, push. Exhale, pull, roll it down. And then take your legs and arms up into the air and just shake them out. Shake, shake, shake. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Loose and easy. Let your ankles release. Let's give the back of the calves a little hit. Gentle. Just softening up that tissue. You want to make sure that when you're working out, like if you're coming into this class, like beforehand, maybe 30 minutes ahead of time or whatever, that you've had some water, right? We don't want to come in dehydrated and then require our body to do all this stuff. Press up, circles with your hips. So movement hydrates tissue, but you got to have the hydration in there, right? There has to be fluid in your system. Or you can be sipping water throughout. Change direction other way. And then at the end, you can also make sure that you drink some water. And come in, take your hands down by your sides. You're going to flex your feet, lower, lift your heels, lower. Flex, down, heels up, down. Flex, lower, press it up, lower. Flex, lower, push, lower, flex, lower, up, down, flex. Tippy toes, flex. Tippy toes, last one, flex. Tippy toes, lower down, roll it down through your spine, all the way down to the floor. And let's go with a happy baby. Free flow, the happy baby. Wiggle around, stretch, do whatever you got to do. Listen to your body. Feel into what it wants to do. Maybe on the deeper wisdom level, not the, oh, I don't want to move, I want to go watch TV. That might not be the truth of your body wisdom speaking to you. Roll it back and forth, rounding through your spine. If it hurts to roll forward, backward, roll side, side instead. Massaging through your back. Take it to a plow if that feels good. And if you want to, you can take it forward into a squat and then back. Getting that stretch through calf and Achilles. If you're going to the squat, right, you're going to ideally moving through your feet, getting this stretch in there. Last one. And then take it down onto your back. And we're going to roll over. Rolling over onto your stomach. Bending your knees. Let your legs fall from side to side. Let that massage through your quads. And then taking your tops of your feet to the floor, hands next to your chest. Baby cobra, not very high, just an inch or two off the floor, and then lift your legs. Just breathing, radiating out, little tiny arc in your body. We're not going for super duper height, just off the floor. And then relax, drop it back down. Let's go lower body first. Legs come up, and then upper body comes up. Coming a little higher this time. Working your back. Breathing into it. And release it all down. Then everything gently coming up together. Upper and lower at the same time. Coming a little higher. And release. Let's arch all the way up and take it back into a child's pose, letting your body melt. Breathing deep into your back, breathing deep into your front, breathing deep down. Imagining your breath is going all the way down into your feet. Growing and shrinking with the breath. Internal massage. And then taking it forward. We're going to do a set of tricep push-ups here. Knees on the floor, elbows into your sides. We'll do a set of 10. Going 1. Or knees off the floor if you've got it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take it back. Arms out in front of you, child's pose. Push down into your hands. In that position, think of drawing your shoulders up to your ears and then drawing them down, pulling them in. Shoulders to your ears, draw them down. Shoulders to your ears, draw them down. Shoulders to your ears, draw them down. Come up, take it back down to your belly. We're going to do a baby cobra head circle. So if circling is uncomfortable for you, just go up and down. Otherwise, we're going to do 3 or 4 in each direction. Starting low, ear to your shoulder, coming up to the other side and down. If it feels good and you want to go higher, go for it. But you can also keep it very low. Work within the range of motion that feels good to you today. Change direction. Last one. And relax. Let's take your head on your hands, curl your toes under, push up and down, soften your shoulders, soften your neck. Imagine you have no bones, just jiggle your whole body. Muscles very slack and relaxed. Bowl of jello body. Good, and then release that. Take your hands next to your chest and come up, taking off my sweatshirt. I have on an O Positive t-shirt. O Positive is a festival that happens up here every October, and my band has played in it. I have danced in it. I have been in other people's performances in it. It's mostly a music festival. It's a music and art festival, but it is designed to bring healthcare to artists who are either underinsured or have no insurance. So if you play the festival, you can get a dental cleaning or a cavity filled or like different types of things, different kind of eye screening, ears, stuff like that. But it also brings a lot of music up to the Hudson Valley and up to Kingston. Like there's a lot of bands that I know of because we played with them at O Positive, or I went and saw them at O Positive. So like it's such a win. We have such good art happening up here. I saw 2 bands last week. Grab your weight, whatever it is. We're going to do the circles around our body. I'm going to hold this 8-pound ball. I saw 2 bands. Tall Juan, so good, so good. And what was the other one? Jelly Kelly, also so good. Both of them had played O Positive. One of them, they live here now, but they didn't used to. Half of Brooklyn lives here now, half of whatever, all the places. Everyone who can't afford the city lives here now, circling around. Anyway, so I saw them at Tubby's this week, and it was so great. I was like, holy moly, the quality of live music up here. If only we had the venues to match it. Tubby's is a tiny little venue, which is actually great for seeing a band. So well done, O Positive. Well done, Tall Juan and Jelly Kelly. And change direction, go the other way. Good, and then come in. Relax. Breathe. Take your weight up in front of you. Maybe you have 2 weights in your hand, however it's working, just spiral around and around, twisting it one way, twisting it the other. Let your shoulder blades move and turn your head in the direction that you're turning your weight. If this feels too pokey on the floor, is there a way to make it less pokey? Yeah, you can kind of flatten your scapula a little bit on your back and bend your elbows, bring it in. Try it that way anyway. See if you can if I take them really up, my scapula are poking into the floor a little bit. If I soften in, it shifts the relationship. All right, get rid of your weight. We haven't done leg stuff in a long time. I mean, we've done leg stuff, but we haven't done the knee stuff. So take one leg down below you. You're going to flex your foot. We're only going up knee to knee height here. Parallel leg. We're going up and down for 4 with the flex foot. 1, just to the knee. 2, not high. 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to flex, turn that leg out. So it's turned out, coming up the middle, just to the knee height. Hips are square. 1. Turned out leg. 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And relax. Shake it out for a second. Now, the ballet police are going to have my head, but we're going to do it turned in also. And we're doing this for the tissue. It's not going to go as high. Flex foot. Rotate that leg in. So toes should be pointing sort of across your body. We're going to keep this one lower. Going 1, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And bring it back to parallel. Shake everything out. Let it go. We are not by any means done. We're going to flex up and then point down. Just 4 of these. 1, 2, 3. These are bigger kicks. 4. We're going to flex, turn it out, coming up the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're just going to roll onto our side and grab on and stretch that quad. Taking your knee back in space, internally, externally rotate if you want to. Push back into your hand. And release it, come back onto your back, starting the whole thing with the other leg. Flex foot. All in 4s. Don't go high. We're only going to the knee level at the top. Going 1, 2, reach through your heel. 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1. Low leg. 2, 3, 4. Turn it out. Flexed foot. External rotation. 1. Right up the middle. 2, 3. Hips are square. 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And for the tissue and for the joint, right? We want that joint and that tissue to have all this capacity to do these different things. Flexed and turned in. 1, very low. 2, 3, 4. Good for the martial artists. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1. Internal rotation. Pointed toes. 3, 4. Oh my God, I really feel that in my quad. Ah. All right, now we're going to go flex up, point down, flex, point for 4. 1, 2, these are big ones. 3, 4. We're going to turn it out, keep it flexed. Inner thigh brings it up, outer thigh down for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll onto your side. Take it back. Heel towards your butt. If this hurts, grab onto your pant leg, grab your sock, find some way of connecting. And then rotate in and out. So Peapod's sitting over there in the chair looking at me. She's given me very medieval kitty painting eyes. She brightened up a little bit since I talked about her. Push back. And release. And we're going to come onto a side plank. We're going to do a whole bunch of leg stuff, but first side plank. So coming up onto your side. Fix your shirt. This is a huge shirt. They didn't have any mediums, so I think I have like a larger and extra large. Pressing up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Take it down all the way onto your side. We are going to do this whole leg business here. Parallel, legs are straight down below you. So you're not in the Pilates pike, you're in a line. Flex foot up the middle. 1, these are low. 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it out. Flex foot. 1, 2. Try to keep your knee straight. 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. Keep it low. 2, 3, 4. Everyone's favorite, internal rotation. 1, 2. Flex foot. 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax. We're going to kick up the side, flex, and point down. We're actually going to go for 8. So turned out leg, flex up, point down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring it in. Give it a little whack. Push the floor away. Come around to the other side. Starting with the side plank. Pressing up. 420. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Push the floor away. Bottom shoulders down. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I might have skipped a couple numbers in there because I was talking. Who knows? Take it down onto your side. Legs straight down below you. Flexed and parallel. Top foot. Low and flexed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it out. Flex foot. 1, 2. Try to keep your hips square to the front. 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it in. Flexed foot. Again, try not to roll your hips. Keep your hips square. 1. Heel up. 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Long straight leg, pointed toes. Turned in. 3, 4. And relax. Give it a little whack. And we're going to turn out, flex up, point down for 8. Going 1. High ones. 2. Now's your moment. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. And that is the whole shebang. We haven't really gotten into the backspace. We are going to do that differently. But first, let's just release our hips. Let's do it with we're going to do both of them. Knee over knee, grab your ankles. If you want to do any other kind of hip stretch, do it. You are there in the privacy of your own home. Do whatever you want to do. I've said this before, but sometimes sometimes I will take one of my own classes and I probably do about 70% of what I'm asking on the class. I'm doing other exercises, doing other things that I need to do. So unscramble, shake it out. Other side. Oh, hello hips. Breathe. And release. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. We're going to come onto our elbows and knees. We just do a quick time check. Oh, it's already 10:15. So we're getting close to done. Elbows and knees. One leg out behind you. We're going to kick the ceiling up and down. Just a straight leg as high as you can go. Going 1, 2, 3 for 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch it to the other side. 1, 2, long leg. 3, touch all the way down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come in, hands underneath you, up, parallel, flex your foot, pulsing to the ceiling for 10. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you're parallel. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it in and switch. Other side, parallel, heel to the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it back. We're going to come back down to our elbows, pointed toes as high as you can go. Maybe it's turned out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. Pointed toes, high as you can go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come back in. Take your butt back. Shift it to one side. Your head goes to the other. Breathe. Other side. Take your hands forward. Walk your knees back. Big circles with your pelvis. Push into the back space. Let it move forward. Femur head up in that hip socket. Nice round movement. Lubricating up the joint, change direction, giving all the tissue around it really three-dimensional access to movement and hydration. Good. And then come in, and we're going to come to a forearm plank. If you need to do something else, this might be a great time to hamstring stretch. I don't know. You do you. Coming into a forearm plank, one knee to the floor at a time, parallel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Twisting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take it down to the floor. Come into your Sphinx position. Elbows are directly below the shoulders. Sink into your shoulders and push through. 1. So upper arm is perpendicular to the floor. Sink and push. 2. Shoulder blades moving. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take one hand, shove it under, roll onto your back. And from here, this is all about releasing and massaging. So we are going to slowly, slowly, slowly roll to one side, giving all of your weight, all of your worries, all of your tension to the floor. Let the earth compost it, rolling to the other side. Or maybe you're going slower, but if you're going faster, slow it down. If you're going slower, bravo. Taking it from side to side, just melting into the floor. All the tension in your body melting away, dropping down, letting go. One of the most recuperative things you can do for your body is get down on the floor and roll. Let go. You don't have to, like, foam roller can be great, but you don't have to get in there and like get into your pain spots. You can just gently soften and melt, letting the tissue and the fluid in your body readjust and renegotiate that inner space in the best way possible. Let your head drop into the floor. If you need a pillow to support your head while you're doing this, get yourself a pillow, right? Make it comfortable so that it feels good. Rolling from side to side, letting go. Softening, imagining your nervous system inside your body, spacious and supported, floating inside your body. Supported by all the fascia, the tissue, the fluids, everything in there. Letting go. Soften and melt. This is our last roll. Slowly coming up. And let's take your legs out in front. Do a very slow, gentle walk forward on your sit bones. Walk it back. Great for your pelvic floor, great for your tailbone, great for the integrity of your hip sockets, great for your hamstrings. Walk it forward. Great for this patterning in your body. This is a little bit body half one side and the other, but it's also a little bit contralateral because you need to be able to twist a bit more. And then from there, just fold forward. Sometimes we think that the thing that we need, sometimes we think we need a certain thing, and actually it's something a little bit different that we really need. Let go, melt and soften. Open your mind, open your mind, open your body. Soften to the possibilities. And then roll it up. Take your feet on the floor. Take your butt to the ceiling. I'm going to do this big, and I'm going to do it like, I'm going to say big and hard. You can do it easy. Easy is just going from side to side. Big and hard is coming down, using that leg, and coming down with or without your hands, right? So either going for the full thing there or side to side, or you're holding on to something moving from side to side. Really make it work for you. Ideally, not ideally, oh, the maximum one, and I'm going to sometimes use my hands too, because I'm going to go all the way down to my butt. Wow, one side's better than that than the other. Good. And then come into center. Walk your feet in just a little. Let yourself hang, shift from side to side. Free up your spine. Bend your knees one side, the other. Ripple through your spine. And then shake your head no, nod yes. Roll it up through your spine, coming all the way up to the top. Inhale, open. Reach it up. Exhale, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Let it go. Inhale, open. Exhale, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Yeah, so this O positive thing, like it's tremendous community support for the musicians, but also for the people who want to go see art. So I'm just shouting them out. I feel like people don't give enough credit to the things that really do sustain their life, right? What sustains my life? My connection to people, the people come to my class, people that I dance with, people I move with, music, being part of making it, seeing it. When people are together in a room, bodies together in a room, it's super healthy for us. Our nervous systems go, oh, especially if there's something celebrational about it, like even sports. All right, that is that. I'm going to close out the live stream. If you made it this far, consider giving me a Christmas present. And if not, you haven't made this far, you won't even think about that, but you could buy me a coffee. Oops, I did the wrong button. Hold on.